Now, I understand your group also owns the Highland Park Village Shopping Center. It's an upscale venue in Dallas. And boy, it's sobering. You say you've been doing some rent abatement, but that's going to have to stop because you got to pay mortgages. Is that right?
That's correct. And what's interesting is the open air shopping, when you compare sales to like the closed malls, we actually have performed pretty well. But that's a relative thing to say. And as I said on your show 2 weeks ago, July 1st was going to be when the tide was going to either stay in or go out. And it has gone out because PPP money has run out. And a lot of retailers, especially with the governors wanting to shut things down again, is not a good situation for us.
So it seems to me either there's more government stimulus and help to these businesses that helps them pay their rent to you, or you say you're locking them out. And then we're in a whole different realm as far as the impact on the real economy of these spikes in COVID, right?
Well, I didn't say we were locking them out. You just said that. What we're doing is we're working with our tenants, trying to keep them open, and we're doing rent abatements. We're deferring till next year and working with it. But some tenants actually are doing okay. Our rent collection for our center is actually higher than industry standard. We're in the 70s, but still, that's not a good spot to be. Pre-pandemic, we're 95 plus. So we are working with our tenants. The ones that really are struggling the most, that have the uncertain future, is the restaurants. And we have a number of restaurants in there. And as you noted, I'm also in the restaurant business. And there's so many parts of our business that are under attack right now. It really is the perfect storm in the restaurant industry. And real estate, especially in the retail business, anyone that has to compete with Amazon, I mean, they're having a hard time. Fortunately, in the Highland Park Village, we're an upper scale center. We're open air. People can come in and out of the center easily.
Hey, Ray, I wonder what city in Texas you find most interesting right now, whether it's San Antonio or Corpus or Dallas or Houston, where the mayor's like, you know what, let's take a step back, maybe do a 2-week shutdown. I'm curious, is that view widely held? Because other charts would suggest that Houston, if anything, on caseload might have peaked.
Yeah, well, look, I'll speak to Dallas. I don't have operations in San Antonio or Houston, but look, the perfect storm that's hit the restaurant business is really a four-legged stool. The PPP money has run out for people in our industry. Landlords who were willing to work with people in April and May, they're not being so accommodating going into July and August because their mortgage holders aren't being. Our cost of goods has skyrocketed. Just in the last 2 weeks, the cost of beef and poultry has gone up 40%. 2 weeks ago, we had brisket prices up 7%. It's because production is being shut down. And the last thing is the regulations. And, I understand schools being shut down, but our employees, we have 1,800 employees, most who have children in school. And when we get to this fall, I don't know what we're going to do about our employee base because most of them are two parents that are working. So those four things are the things that are hitting us. And you're going to see, I don't want to be Dr. Doom, but in the next 30 days, the month of July and the first part of August, you might see a third of the restaurants in the United States shut.
Yeah, Ray, Julia here. I'm out in California. I'm in Los Angeles, and they just announced the closure of all dine-in restaurants. And I have to ask, as you look at all these challenges you're facing, and look at the fact that you have, the potential risk of restaurants being shut down, do you think that restaurants will be fundamentally operated differently, designed differently? What do your restaurants look like on the other end of this?
Well, if this is a short-term thing, we come out of it, I think everything goes back to fairly normal. As I've said before, our takeout, and I've got 40 restaurants that are full-service type restaurants. I also have one of the highest grossing bars in the state of Texas. And 3 weeks ago, the governor 100% shut down any establishment doing over 51% alcohol sales. So we had a restaurant doing 2,000 to 3,000 people a day with several hundred employees, absolutely shut down 2-3 weeks ago. How does that look when we come back out of it? I don't know. Our Mi Cocina brand, we have gone from 10% takeout to 40 to 50%. But the cost for a restaurant to do business in that sense, we have to redesign our kitchens for a greater rush of orders, as well as our to-go packaging has skyrocketed in cost. So it costs 10 to 12% more to do a to-go order than it does an in-store order. And so that eats our margin up. We're a 10 to 12% margin business, and you start taking away, 6 to 8 to 9 points because of the it's, and you take it from 10%, which we could eat that, you take it up to 50 to 60% of your sales.
Yeah.
That's a whole different business model.